Robert Michael Bentley, 140 lives.
Mm-hmm. So Rob, there's a reason why, despite the long tour that you just had to go on, why we rip you right from the red carpet and do this. How was your experience out there today? How was it?
This whole experience is surreal and a dream. Just this morning, stepping in there and meeting these people face to face, I've been inspiring to meet all these folks that I'd never met before in my life or didn't even know they exist. Because I recruit superheroes for our organization. I have a dream, I have a vision of what I'd like to have here, this kind of person, that kind of person. I see them right now before me. They have manifested. So it's pretty emotional for me when I think about it, because I was like, when they were introducing themselves, I just started tearing up, and I'm like, I'm among greatness. And it's emotional to me because there's talents that every one of them bring to the table. And I was just telling Jalal yesterday, I was like, you know, man, I can't wait to meet you, everybody, because I feel like we're a group of superheroes. I was like, that's not being facetious or goofy. I was like, no, we're literally an extraordinary group of people that are really trying to do something to change the world. And those are the people I try to look for and find. And I found all these different people in one place. I have brain scientists, a chemical scientist, a chemist. I'm just like, this is my dream, to have all these people in one place and get them to come in. Actually, if I could I'll pay all of them to show up and go on a roadshow with me everywhere, I would. They're absolutely phenomenal. So it's been a blessing. Like I said, surreal. So I'm along for the ride, but I'm pretty blessed, considering I'm still alive after a head-on collision 6 weeks ago. And the only reason I'm here is because of that head-on collision. So and then literally a year ago today, I ran with this vision and started this and literally posted it on Facebook. I didn't ask for any of this, just had to turn out this way. This is all happenstance. It just shows me that there's something much greater than all of us at work here.
Mm-hmm. And about that overarching greatness that's out there, this world that creates these superheroes, I love that analogy. What is it about TEDx that attracts people like that to be a part of this platform?
They have a passion to share their vision with the world. A clear and present passion. And they want to spread exactly what your essence of it is an idea worth sharing. Not hiding behind a closet, and it takes courage to do that. I'm amazed by every one of them. They're people that scared and probably have never done speeches or talks before. And the fact that they're here, I got the notification 3 weeks, and I actually got it late because they made a special recommendation. You know how I found out about it? One of the organizations I was working with said, hey, Rob, do you have a TEDx Expo? Why don't you submit for it? I don't get it. I'll do it anyway. And then when they were notifying everybody, I got the notification a week later, and they're like, we really like your story. This would fit perfectly in this. Would you be able to do this by this time? I almost said no. And I said, this is my chance. These people are amazing. This is where I'm supposed to be. So I'm going to get through it.
That's crazy. I'm glad you did it.
Yeah.
This is good, yeah. So Rob, you mentioned the mantra of TED. Mm-hmm. You said ideas were spreading. Mm-hmm. And you being on this journey and what's happened to you lately and being a part of all these great speakers, you know, on the ticket. Could you sense the energy in the room, the reciprocity of your idea being spread to that live audience? And could you feel...
Yes, the cloud audience, they were receiving it. I know they were receiving it. Oh, is it recording now? Okay.
Oh, it's been the whole time.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've seen that more than you imagine. And that's the best type of testimonial. Seriously. Mm-hmm. That's why we do this.
Yeah.
It's very emotional for most speakers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you, God's at work. And when I walked in there, I felt the presence of all that greatness, and I was just talking to him. And I knew that he gave me, so I'll just tell you, I had a nightmare a year and a half ago that my house was burning down by the community that I lived in. And I live in a very well-off, actually the chief information officer for the state of Delaware lives 4 houses down from me. The whole stigma of all this negativity in the community clashing, I had a nightmare where these folks that live in my community, mixed group of folks from, it's full, very diverse community. I live there for that reason. All of a sudden, in my dream, they were trying to break the windows. We went out down in the basement. I'm like, they're just angry. It'll go away. It'll go over. And then the house started catching on fire. Me, my daughter, and my wife are burning alive.
Oh my gosh.
I woke up the next morning crying, and then didn't say anything to my wife about it and then literally went to sleep, came back after I prayed, of course. Next day I had the entire vision for CyberStreets. Everything. the whole package to the end state. And then I was like, okay, somebody's got to be doing this.
Yeah.
So I started researching across the state, and nobody was doing it. And then I was asked almost immediately after I did. I attended a Pluralsight summit and did a talk there on it. Immediately. And nobody was doing it. And then it's inspired all these other organizations like Google and Microsoft and all these other organizations to create the platform. So when we rebuild these computers, these kids will have access to those amazing resources. And I had no clue it was going to be this way. I expected this to be where this is 2 to 5 years from now, not literally a year later. So if you didn't believe in something bigger than you now, you probably should. Because the presence of greatness is way beyond all of us.
Mm-hmm. That's incredible, 1 year. This is good. So Rob, first of all, this is a great interview so far. And trust me, I've seen it all. Mm-hmm. In terms of, this is why we right from the carpet, because like the emotions come out. That's what we want. So this is awesome. This is Adric's favorite question. Mm-hmm. He wants to know why people want to give a TEDx talk. What makes you want to give a TEDx talk?
Honestly, somebody recommended it. Mm-hmm. I was going to get hit. I was originally planning to hit the ground with 2 cases full of laptops, going to McDonald's and connecting these kids. I didn't have to. The community stepped up, and then the whole design started making everything happen. I think other people wanted me to talk about it and globalize it. Mm-hmm. I already knew that was going to happen. I just didn't know how. I always envisioned it, but people want to, I think, because they're passionate about something. And they'll take the sacrifice to put themselves on a stage in front of the freaking world. That takes commitment. That means they're that passionate about it. Not a lot of people do that. There's a lot of those people that sit in the back, and that's why I'm here. I'm trying to be here to inspire other people to do the same. It's not about me. Take this program. This program was supposed to be a national catalyst to show people uniting. I have officers in the classrooms working with the kids right now that are learning with each other, and they've got that community. I want to take that and spread it into every state. Wilmington was a target. They built this because it's a target. When I say target, big cities get all the attention. Mm-hmm. I knew Wilmington was going to be fine. I've heard about this library for months. Didn't ever expect myself to be here. I've been aware of all these things, and it just came to me. So when people, I believe TEDx has that essence about itself as well. I think it finds the people that need to be a part of it.
This is good. So Rob, final question. This is my favorite question because I'm creating this archive of advice for future speakers. Now that you've been on this journey, this wave, and in blitz fashion for you 3 weeks ago, that's incredible. So maybe even your answer will be a sort of concentrated version of that advice. But now that you've been through the whole process and you're now a TEDx speaker alum, congratulations. What advice, some people say, oh, it's so early for me to give advice, but it's okay. What advice would you have for future TEDxWilmington
Embrace
speakers?
your fear.
Yeah?
Embrace your fear, accept it, and conquer it. And the only way you can conquer it is to throw yourself in 8 feet deep and make yourself swim.
Just go for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I did. Like I said, I was going to bail out because it was like too short notice. I was like, well, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I have to turn this submission in tomorrow? Oh, crud, wait. I've been making this submission for the last year. Cut, paste, cut, paste, cut, paste, cut, paste. Boom, done. It was a few minutes late. But literally, I've been talking about it. I live it and breathe it every day. This is a platform for folks to come in and tell their story. So jump in and tell your story.